Hello, everyone. I'm Howard.
And I'm Detective Quincy Brisco.
And you're watching...
BATCAST!
All right, so here we go. We're back with another episode of BATCAST. How are you doing today, Quincy?
Oh, I'm doing all right. How about you?
You know what? I'm doing fine. Could be a little better, but, you know, I can't complain. All right, so we're going to watch more of the 90s Batman cartoon because you saw a bunch of episodes. You had a select interest in a few. So we're going to do that. But first, we got some fan mail, Quincy.
Maybe we better read a letter first.
Okay, we'll read a letter. We'll only read one. We got to tease these
we'll
people.
Go one at a time.
Okay.
Let's see what the first one says.
Dear Mr. Quincy, good day, Mr. Quincy. I was wondering what shows counted for the BATCAST. I know the Batman cartoons and movies are part of the program, but would you include shows with other Batman characters such as the Robin spin-off Teen Titans cartoon or the Harley Quinn cartoon for the BATCAST? Signed, Charles Entertainment Cheese.
You like that, huh? Well, if we get them, yeah. Right now we're dealing with this particular episode of Batman, but in future plans, yeah, if we find those, then we'll put them on the air.
Should Robin, a show that doesn't have Batman, only Robin count for the BATCAST? Because it's considering he's a Batman character?
Well, first of all, have we ever seen a show without Batman with just Robin?
Yeah, Teen Titans. Robin quits working with Batman and he gets his own Super Friends.
Is it a takeoff on the Super Friends that they used to show on Saturday morning cartoons?
No. This uses a bunch of characters from a show called Doom Patrol. So like Cyborg, Beast Boy, Starfire, and Raven. Well,
I'll tell you what. If we find it, then we'll put it on the air.
There we go.
How about that? If all your requests are, if we can find these things, you know what? Then we'll have to go over the cartoons and we'll put them on the air for you. And then we'll observe the cartoons. Mm-hmm. How's that for an answer?
That sounds golden. All right. So we got our first fan letter now. First fan letter done.
That's real awesome. I think it's really fan mail. That's really, it's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's wonderful. So what can I say? It's wonderful.
So with that done, of course, we'll have the rest between the episodes. We're going to watch the episode called, for Batman, the animated series, Pretty Poison, which is the first episode in this series with Poison Ivy. Now, you've never seen or heard of Poison Ivy. You don't know who she is.
Well, as I pointed out, some of these villains remind me of the 70s villains. Mm-hmm. When you say Pretty Poison, okay, well, doesn't that remind you of Louis the Lilac?
Okay.
You know, there's something to learn from these Batman episodes.
Okay.
Tonight we're going to find out who and what Pretty Poison is.
So quick question. So I did do a little looking. I did watch a little bit of Louis the Lilac. He doesn't do the same thing Poison Ivy does.
No?
Poison Ivy grows, like, she literally can grow plants, like, on a whim. Louis the Lilac just has a man-eating lilac, and all of his stuff's lilac-themed.
Yeah, but that's still plain dangerous.
Still plain dangerous.
Well, come on now, like poison.
You're right.
Poison is poison, you know, and then it can kill you.
It's true.
But one way or another, the Cape Crusader always comes through.
Of course.
All right, well, right now we give you Pretty Poison.
All right, Pretty Poison.
Okay, it starts off. Okay, I like this. The Batmobile. Good opening.
So I'm going to ask you. You gotta tell me if you're getting sick of the intro already, or if you're still loving it.
No, I love it. I love the Batmobile opening. Oh, look at this.
Of course.
I love the openings. I think it's an excellent opening.
Do you think it's better than the cartoon, the 60s cartoon opening?
No, they're both equally good.
They're both equally good. You know what? That's still pretty good, right? If they're both equally good?
Yes. I love the opening. The way it just... Again, look at that. Is that a good opening or what?
Yeah. Okay, that's an important character right there, Harvey Dent.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's the DA of Gotham until he turns into Two-Face, which happens in the middle of this season.
Huh.
So you see him as like a regular DA, and then he goes mad, which we can watch those episodes later.
All right, we'll have to learn about
Two-Face.
Two-Face, okay?
Did they have Two-Face in the 60s show?
Called False-Face.
Oh, that's a different guy then.
Well, you asked me, but it reminds me a little bit like...
Oh, I never said you were wrong. I do know False-Face. It's just that's a different character.
But these are very dangerous villains.
Of course.
Okay, again, I would think now they're planting the poison.
No, they're demolishing a rose garden to put up a prison.
Okay, I like that prison they're building.
You like the prison?
Well, come on now, because they show scenes of the prison where they put all the prisoners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Arkham Asylum. I remember you said you liked that last episode.
Yeah, who wouldn't like to see the prisoners and the prisons and the police stations, and that's why people can learn. Okay, there's Commissioner Gordon's office. I like it.
And there's Bullock getting his donut.
Sure.
Now, are you more like a Commissioner Gordon or more like a Detective Bullock? Do you want the donut or do you want justice?
I want justice.
But do you want the donut as well, or is that a secondary goal?
That's like later on. I can always get the donut later.
Donut after justice is served.
Right. Now, we can always drink coffee, but later on. But you've got to remember who I'm dressed up as. So I'm out,
Solving crimes.
That's right. Good shot. That is...
You like the transition of Batman chasing the helicopter.
Well, now, come on now. That's one of his, bat stunts.
His bat stunts.
Come on, you got to love that. The bat rope,
Him flying with the helicopter?
Of course.
Scaring the living daylights out of this guy?
That's right. I mean, that's how he catches these villains. Every one of them. It includes the bat rope. How do you think he gets around these places? The bat rope. Look at this.
Hold it. Oh. Yeah, he gets the donut again. I love Detective Bullock.
Well,
are you a fan of Bullock?
Looks like a real good police officer.
He just has a fascination with donuts.
Well,
he loves his donuts.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Are you a bagel guy or a donut guy?
Both.
Both? Well, which one would you rather have?
I'll take either one.
If someone said you could only get one, which one would you take?
I have to say both because we're up to date now. Onion bagels and certain kinds of donuts. How about that's my answer, Keith.
All right. Good answer.
I remember very well in the series. You always said, should you ever come across a villain such as the Penguin, never indulge to catch him yourself. Call the police. The job of crime fighting is theirs.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Do you think you could take on the Penguin?
No, I call the police.
Well, no, if you had to buy time for the police, do you think you could take them? The police are on their way, but you got 3 minutes to run away. You think you could take it?
If I had to, I could, somehow do something temporarily. If I had to. But if I'm authorized, yes.
Mm-hmm. You're going to throw hands with the Penguin. See, that's a ginormous Venus flytrap. That's a man-eating Venus flytrap. All that lilac guys have is lilacs.
Yeah, but you got to remember, they're still playing dangerous.
Wow, Poison Ivy was on for 1 second. You stopped mid-sentence. You getting ready for the plot reveal?
Yes.
There we go.
Let's see how Batman does this.
So how do you think so far? Do you think she's better than, I always keep forgetting his name. I really shouldn't. Louis the Lilac.
They're both equally good villains.
You don't like one more than the other so far?
No.
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 Like I said, you got to learn to like these villains in order to be a Bat fan.
So you really never heard of Poison Ivy?
Well, you got to remember, this is the first time I've seen this.
Of course, okay. She just wants to save the plants. That's her only crime. Also, you know, attempted murder of a DA, but, you know.
She has to pay for all the crimes, just every villain.
But do you agree with her that we need to save all... No, not the murder part, but do you think that we should work together to save the plants?
No, Batman wouldn't do that.
He wouldn't save plants?
No.
You don't think Batman would save the environment?
If the timing is right, yes, but...
Okay, if the timing is right.
But right now, I don't see any timing to save the environment.
And there we go. That is another episode in the can.
All right, well...
So what'd you think of that episode?
I think it's a good one.
You think it's a good one? Now, you liked Poison Ivy, but can you see that there's a difference between her and Louis the Lilac?
Well, first of all, it's a cartoon. Second, Poison Ivy is very dangerous.
Of course.
Let's see, but the fact remains that she tried to kill Batman. Batman escaped. You know, but he always does. You know, because he's the Cape Crusader. You know,
of course.
What else? They tried to poison a police officer with a donut. You know,
District Attorney.
A district attorney.
Yep.
And he wound up in the hospital, and they caught the individual that done it. Just like that, as in every episode, crime never pays.
Crime never pays.
I'll have to call that a good episode.
Good episode. Now, Poison Ivy does have some other things. She was actually in a live-action Batman movie. She was in Batman and Robin. Yes, she was in Batman and Robin. She was one of the main villains. And also, she's in her own spin-off show called Gotham Girls. Are you aware of this?
Gotham? I've heard of that.
Gotham Girls? It's Batgirl, Harley Quinn, Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and sometimes another person.
I've heard of that. I think I've seen like maybe a minute of it, but piqued my curiosity.
Yeah.
But we'll have to study a little bit here and there of that.
Of course. Now...
All right.
Want to do the other ones?
Go ahead, yep. Read another letter, and we'll watch a cartoon and read the other one later. How's that?
All right. Hold on. We'll do both of them, just to get them.
Whatever, it's up to you.
All right.
Whatever you want.
Dear Detective, well, you didn't spell it right at all. What Batman movies have you watched? They didn't give me their name. All right, well, that's not helpful. What Batman movies have you watched? There's the 1989 one.
Well, to be honest, what you're saying, asking movies, right?
Yes.
Well,
movies.
the first one, like Batman, when they came out, when the series was over, I loved that one.
Yeah, the 60s movie?
Yeah.
Yes, with the rubber shark on the...
yeah, that one there.
You watched that one.
Okay.
The 1989 Batman with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson.
Is the Penguin?
No, that was the second one with Danny DeVito as the Penguin.
Okay, I saw that one, but...
you saw Batman Returns, then?
Maybe I've seen that, maybe I haven't.
Okay. There's...
But again, we'll have to study these things, go over the clips, go over the villains.
Well, people are just wondering, so that way we don't do any repeats, right? So say if you already watched Batman Returns, they don't want us to watch Batman Returns again. Because you already watched Batman Returns. We're trying to find new stuff.
Maybe. That was so long ago.
Yeah.
I know I saw the one with Danny DeVito.
Okay, so that's Batman Returns. All right, that's a good... I like that one. So you didn't see the Christopher Nolan trilogy? The new ones, Batman Begins, Dark Knight Returns. You didn't see those?
I don't think so, no.
Have you seen the Lego Batman movie?
Once. You know what? That was decent.
Yep, okay, Lego Batman. And then you obviously didn't see the new one that just came out.
Not yet, no.
Not yet. Okay. So that's for you guys. Those are the Batman movie. It's the 60s one. Maybe we'll rewatch the one with Danny DeVito and the Lego Batman movie. Those are the only Batman movies. So if you want to request a Batman movie, I would assume none of the animated movies.
I don't think I saw any of the other animated movies. Not yet.
Okay, so there's like 20 or something.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Should have. What's that other Let's See? Want to do it now or later?
Oh, the other one? Oh, yeah, we can do it now.
Want to do it now or later?
Yeah,
It's up
sure.
to you.
We can do it now. We can do it now. Oh, it's written in red. What is it? Dear Quincy, Robin sucks, and I hope your milk gets spoiled. Signed, Q West. Come on. That's not a real letter. That's rude.
Yep, just
That's
ignore 'em.
rude. We don't need those kinds of letters, Mr. Q West. Uncool.
All right, okay.
What's your thoughts on Robin, though? You like Robin, right?
Gotta love Rock because he's part of the Cape Crusader.
All 5 of them?
No, like,
Oh, that's right. You need to discover the other ones.
yeah. All right, here's my comment. Whoever wrote that letter, Robin was good, but obviously there was someone who played a bad role in Robin, but he was good in the Cape Crusaders.
Of course.
All right, so here's my answer key to you. Whoever wrote that, okay, you got a lot to learn.
A lot to learn. Good way to put it, Quincy. All right, so this next episode is called Beware the Gray Ghost. Now, you got a little excited when I first told you about this because it has Adam West doing voice work for the character.
Of course, because that's how they'll begun.
And so, actually, and this episode won an Emmy Award.
Did it really?
Yep, it won an award in the Primetime Emmys as for I think best animated program. This episode.
He won a lot of enemies, though, didn't he?
Yeah, he was in Family Guy. He was the mayor in Family Guy.
Sure.
He was Mermaid Man in SpongeBob. He was Catman in Fairly Odd Parents, and he did a bunch of other roles here and there.
Oh yeah, I know some of we won't get into him right now, but
Yeah.
he's done a lot of good because he's Adam West.
He's Adam. You can't mess with Adam West. Quincy rules of life.
All right, without further ado, let's watch Gray of the Ghost.
Yep. Perfect. All right, another round for the intro. Another round. And you, are you getting sick of it yet? Because I hope not.
No, I love these. What better way to go into the opening? The Cape Crusader always does this.
Of course.
Look at this. They go into the bank. The Batmobile. That's how they made this. Okay, Gotham Plastics.
Right now we're in the current time because not everything's not in grayscale. Just like the episode.
Police sirens, wailing, okay. Here's your basic, bat entrance.
Back to the flashback again. We're getting into some tricky narratives here.
Well, yeah, that's what Robin, I think, would say sometimes. Watch out, Batman, this could be tricky.
Yeah, back days in the days of old, actually saving TV shows was pretty unheard of. I think I Love Lucy was the first show to mainly archive every episode.
Yeah, well, maybe that's because it was in the same time frame as this.
You know what? I think you're right.
Well, a lot of those golden classics, TV shows, again, we could review some of them, but that's back then, that's when good entertainment came out.
Mm-hmm. All right, now they found the actor who played the Gray Ghost. Now we're going to see Adam West really go in with the voice. So already this is different from the last episode, right, Quincy? It's a lot more mature.
If you want to call it that, yeah, okay, mature.
It's a lot more sad, a little more emotional.
Yeah, because
it's the story of an actor who can't get much work anymore.
Well, again, we won't get too much into that because there's not much we can do.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, there's your comment.
Mm-hmm.
The only comment.
The only comment.
So let's leave it alone at that for now.
Got it.
Just stay positive.
Stay positive.
That if you want to get this kind of work, you have to look at some other roles.
Like that role right there, the Batman.
Yeah.
You know, they never used the Gray Ghost again after this episode.
I guess it wasn't, just wasn't called for, right?
No, it was out of respect because the episode is deemed one of the best episodes of any Batman show.
Well, if it was one of the best, then why isn't it shown?
Because they figured, you know, the plot doesn't really need the Gray Ghost to keep coming back again. People do it out of respect. They did it perfect the first time. You can't do it perfect the second time.
So they just basically want to get some more villains.
Yeah, they're like, well, we did it perfect one time. Time for someone else, you know?
Now, that's true. Makes a lot of sense. Batman, you know, is always going face to face with villains.
Mm-hmm. So for this show so far, right? For this specific show, which one is your favorite? Was it so far? Was it the Clock King, Joker, or Poison Ivy? See, it's a tough call, right?
Yeah, it's a tough call.
They're all so good.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
But if there was one character you want to see more episodes of, who would it be? Joker, Poison Ivy? I think the Clock King only had the one episode.
I suppose, was it the Poison one?
Poison Ivy? You want to see more episodes with her?
Because, well, I'm trying to be real careful here.
Of course. And we'll, of course, find more episodes for you to watch.
Well, again, right now, I'm trying to, like, do what's called for. Investigate these villains and comment on the villains.
So who do you think is the Mad Bomber if it's not the Gray Ghost?
We haven't found that out yet.
Uh-huh.
Right now, I suppose we're going to find out soon.
I'll give you a hint. We already saw him. Ooh, mysterious, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Again, you know, I don't want to play a bad critic.
Of course.
I want to be very careful. I want this show to be...
Entertaining.
Yeah, I want it to be entertaining and very successful. I want this show to have real high ratings.
High ratings. Well, oh. We already have high ratings for this show.
Good. Then I'll keep it that way.
Oh, he's about to get blown up. Will he survive, Quincy?
Of course.
With a mysterious rope. Ah. Quincy, is Batman your hero? Just like the Gray Batman has the Gray Ghost as his hero?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, okay,
Do you relate to Batman with this about how much of a hero you see Adam West as? Because I heard you met Adam West.
That's true.
Can you tell us the story of how you met Adam West?
Well, that's for some real good friends, okay? I can't say who they are.
That's fine.
But the fact remains, I was at a convention, and they heard that I'm a true Bat fan, as you can tell. So, right?
Yep.
Right? So they just simply pulled a couple of strings, and here I find myself, meeting Adam West, and then and I did a couple of clips. Mm-hmm. He was saying, like, "Oh my God, he knows my whole checkered career," and signed a very special autograph. They treated me too.
Oh, you got an autograph?
Of course.
That's wonderful.
You know, and that's something that they could be very proud of. Mm-hmm. And that's not the first autograph, but we can get more into that later too. I've been treated to some very special autographs, again, by some of the fans here, mm-hmm. because I take this kind of business very seriously. Mm-hmm. And I will always take this kind of business very seriously.
Of course. So what'd you think of Adam West in this episode?
He's good.
He's good? Do you like how what he did was a little different than what he usually does? Because usually when he does voice roles, it's for comedy bits. But this is a very serious comedy role he did in this show.
Well, yeah, that's something kind of different for Adam West. After all, like, it's like I always said now, to be a show business person, you have to learn how to play serious roles as well as comedy roles. That's why people like a guy like yours truly, because like let me put it this way: there's been some trouble out there, so they try to come to one here for answer keys. So being one like I am, examine the clues.
Examine the clues.
Examine the clues and try to find the answer keys and tell people what's the buzz. You know.
I do remember your serious roles. Do you remember your detective film you did with what's his name?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, your noir movie.
Well,
you were very serious in that.
Well, this is getting to be very serious too. As a result, so I'm gonna have to treat it real good stuff, because it is a detective. You know, you can learn a lot from this.
So now I have a question. Now, do you think this is one of your favorite episodes now?
I think it could be, because...
do you like it more than the other 3 episodes we watched so far?
I think we're going to call it equal.
You're going to call it equal?
Well, like he did a lot of bat moves with the bat ropes.
Yeah.
You know, look at the way I'm observing the car. You know, just trying to put clues together, trying to like ask a few questions, trying to learn these things quickly as possible. That way I'll know what to expect in future plans in this.
Of course. Now, did you suspect the toy guy was the man bomber the whole time?
No.
No, you actually didn't. That was totally out of your range. You didn't even see that coming.
No. Did you see that coming?
Honestly, I never saw it coming either as a kid. I was flabbergasted as a kid when I found out it was just the random toy guy that was in the middle of the episode.
Well, like you got to be careful, because like examine all the clues very carefully, because like who would have thought now the toy guy turned out to be the villain. You know, you really have to as the Cape Crusader would say. I can remember him in the series, scrutinize him very carefully. This goes for you and your bankers, the depositors, like everyone. You know,
Everyone.
and they gave him a huge round of applause. You know, so again, I'm scrutinizing the clues here very carefully.
Of course.
You know, because I don't want to turn out to be a bad critic.
Of course, and I think you're doing a pretty good job.
Well, thank you.
We just got to get you working on finding some of your favorite episodes instead of liking them all equally.
Oh, well, I will.
We'll find some 10 out of 10 Batman episodes for you, Quincy. Don't worry.
Well, I'm going to point out some of the ones that I told you about, because when you have to do it like a series, you have to show all these, and then I'm going to point out some of the ones that I told you that I grew up with, and your audiences are going to pick on very quickly that he knows that particular one word for word, which I will tell it to.
Okay.
I'll tell some of the clip of it, and then we're going to put it on the series, and they're going to say, as a result, that's one of his favorite episodes. I'll tell that to you again right now. Not now, but tell it to you soon.
All right, so I just have one quick question, and this you don't even need to have an answer. You can just say no. So is there any episode so far that is your least favorite?
Not yet.
Not yet. So you like all 4 of them completely equally. So if I said, hey, do you want to watch an episode, you'd pick any of those 4?
Right now, yeah, just trying to pick up all these ones that you have in stock so we can...
All righty.
Well, I got to, because told you I want this thing to...
You want it to be a success?
Yes.
Now, do you have any final words before we end out this episode?
One night concluded universal for now. Crime never pays. Well, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Same bat channel.